Hey y'all, this is my review for Basketball Wives, episode 3. Will this episode disappoint me? Let's find out. So we open the episode at Angel brings shop and she's working. She's letting us know that she's still having problems with Rocco. Is that his name? Rockstar. Rockstar, the clown from Love and Hip Hop, to no one's surprise. No one. It really pains me that someone successful like her would allow a clown to just come into her space. She's then visited by Jackie and she's filling her in on her tumultuous relationship. Oh God, and speaking of that clown, he shows up to her shop unannounced with a bouquet of flowers. What's really weird now is she's acting like nothing's wrong between them as he's talking to her and Jackie. Like she was literally just talking about this N-word seconds ago. And not Jackie calling this man a king and saying, oh, I can tell you guys are in love. Enough. Enough! So next scene we're with British, and I'm thinking this is her first solo scene in 3 episodes. I still don't know who she is. Her mom is visiting her, and side note, where is the glamour on this show? You know, I mean, basketball-wise, are we expecting glamour or are we just expecting hoop dreams and heifers? Because she's just in this apartment, this basic-ass apartment, like, it looks kind of like mine, or mine looks a little better than hers. And honestly, I don't even know what they were talking about in this scene because it was so boring. Anyway, next scene we're with Jackie, Brandi, British, and Duffy. Duffy looks a whole fool in this yellow, not blonde, yellow Sailor Moon hair. They're having lunch outside and yikes, that bug is huge. Like, I'm with Jackie, I would have had the same reaction as her. I would have been way down the street. They zoom in on this bug and what is that? That doesn't even look like it's from America. That bug looks like it's from the rainforest or Egypt. But anyway, Duffy's telling the ladies that she's holding a matchmaking event for some reason, because Duffy isn't single and she's not a matchmaker, so I'm not really sure why she's doing this. But she says she wants to hook her single girlfriends up. We hear British talking more about her ex, and Jackie tells her that she should give him another chance. What is it with Jackie and caping for these toxic M-words? Seriously. I would not listen to Jackie at all. I don't care if she was married for 20-something years. Next scene, we're with Malaysia, and she's arriving at her LA apartment with all 3 of her kids. So she's no longer a weekend mom. She only have her kids on the weekend. Shout out to Alex. Oh my God, that is a catchy ass song. Shit. Where was I? Oh. So looking at her apartment, they compare it to her ATL house, and wow, this LA apartment has no comparison to Atlanta. Girl, I would stay in Atlanta with a house that big. And now she moving those kids from what it looks like a 6-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom apartment in downtown LA. Malaysia's friend comes over and Malaysia's just venting to her about starting her business, which we still don't know what that is outside of Basketball Wives. And she's also talking about her problems with Brandi. And we're just moving on. So next scene we're with Jennifer, Angel, and Jackie, and they're going visit a pet medium. Yes, you heard that right. They are visiting a pet medium. She's there because she recently lost her dog that she's had for 17 years and she's still grieving. Now, I get it. Like, if you've had a pet for 17 years, that's the same attachment you have with the person, so I get it. The pet medium is doing her shtick, and she alleges that Jennifer's dog and her mom is in the room, and she has these little antenna things in her hand, which I'm pretty sure she's controlling with her thumbs. Yeah, this psychic is definitely a con artist. Next scene, we're with British again, and she's talking to her baby daddy about their responsibilities as parents. This is the first time I'm seeing him. His name is Lorenzo. They show him in some flashbacks from the LA franchise, and he kind of fine, but he's definitely a fuckboy. As soon as he opened his mouth, yes. We cut to British in her confessional, and she's just saying how controlling her ex was, and that was a big factor on why they broke up. Even now, he's telling her that he doesn't want anyone that she's dating around their child. But the same rules don't apply to him because she calls him out and says, well, you've definitely had women you've seen around our child. And then she says he critiques her on how she dressed and how she presents herself in public. Yeah. Fuck nigga. Next scene, we're with Jennifer, Brooke this time, and Jackie, and they're going to get a vagina steaming. Like, oh my god, the episode format for this show is just so chaotic. It's just scene to event with pointless dialogue. Am I the only one? Do y'all notice this? Oh, this show is terrible. But I'ma finish it. I'm hoping there's only 10 episodes this season. But I digress. So we're at this vagina steaming, and Jennifer is talking about her awful choices in men through the years. And we have a flashback to when her husband like threw that wine in her face, like whoosh. And then we talk about the two boyfriends that she had. One stole her car, another one was a scammer. I mean, a part of this is Jennifer's fault too on the men she winds up with, because she's looking for somebody with a high bank account and someone who's like a big spender. And most big spenders are scammers. I mean, well, at least in LA. Or maybe she just doesn't have good discernment. I don't know, but 3 in a row. Like, hopefully she finds love. I would suggest a dating show for her, but she's too boring for that. And I kid y'all not, after she talks about her exes, that is the end of the scene. Chaotic. Lord, and it's just getting worse. So next scene, we're with Malaysia and her alligator sissy Zell swag again. They walking down some random street in LA and she's talking to him about her imaginary business and how she wants a pop-up. She actually lets us know what her business is this time, and she sells clothing, garments, or whatever. Not sure if she's a designer or whether she makes the clothes, but she sells them all online. And now she's looking for a pop-up shop to sell her clothing. Of course, Brandi's name comes up in the conversation, and Zell's just being a messy sissy, fanning the flames, saying that Brandi hit him up, but he's implying that it was calculated because I guess they're beefing now. But yet she hit him up to hang out or see her new place. Malaysia says she doesn't care about Brandi, yet she keeps bringing her up in discussion and missing out on events just because Brandi is there. I'm not really a fan of Malaysia this season. She's just so annoying. I don't know, like just something about her is just so phony. Like I actually enjoy Jackie more than Malaysia because at least Jackie wacky ass is like being her authentic crazy ass self. So next scene we're at Duffy's event while she's setting up. Half the ladies get there and British is talking to them about how she found out from some floozy online that her ex got into a domestic partnership with her. And she's just really taken aback by that because, I mean, she was engaged to this man, had his kids, they lived under the same roof, all while not making it down the aisle together. This is a very British heavy episode. I'm guessing they're making up for her not being in episodes 1 or 2. She's definitely in for a surprise later though, thanks to Jackie. Jennifer then arrives, looking questionable. I'm not sure if I like this outfit, but yeah, she arrives hoping to find a man with money. We then see Angel walking in with her toxic baby daddy looking a fool. Not because she's with the toxic man that's gonna drag her down and ruin her life, but this white ensemble she's wearing, she just looks foolish. Poor thing, I really like her too, but she's making it really difficult to not read her. And after them, we see those basic ass twins from last season come in, and it looks like they have speaking parts in this episode. Like one of them actually has a confessional. I don't know what it is, but they just look so regular, degular, schmegular. Later on, we see Jackie telling some of the ladies that she invited British's ex to this mixer without her knowledge because she thinks they should work it out. There go Jackie again, playing producers like she knows what she's doing. That is a horrible idea, especially British was just complaining about her ex when she got there. I don't even think production put Jackie up to this. Like, Jackie is chaotic, she loves mess, and she loves being in other people's business. So this pointless event starts, and Duffy brings out the first guy who looks like he just clocked out his shift at Burger King. Me and Jennifer has the same reaction. Jennifer says he don't even look like he has health insurance. Like, did they just hire extras off the street for this? We then see a montage of a few guys who look like extras, and then this guy from Love and Hip Hop, I don't know his name, but it's the urban white guy with all this hair. Like, he comes in. What is with all the Love and Hip Hop cameos this season? Like, we're at 3 now. Anyway, the next guy that comes in, Jennifer looks pretty interested. And I could see him being Jennifer's type. He looks clean cut and he looked like he got a little bit of money. But the eyes, I don't know. Like, are those contacts? He does make it to the next round though. So after him walks in British's ex, and British does not look pleased at all. Jennifer asks him a simple question: are you still in love with her? He cannot answer the question, or at least he didn't answer immediately. He then says, well, I got love for her. Sir, toxic ass N-word. If I was British, I would have told him to exit stage right after that answer. Because it looked like there was a small opening for him if he answered that question right. But he's a fuck nigga. He don't care about her. He either wanted to just be on TV or he finds great joy in annoying her. Things then go left when he has the audacity to tell her in front of everybody that he raised her. British goes off on him, and rightfully so. I would have slapped Jackie afterward too. Because how dare you go behind my back to talk to my ex, telling him to come to a party without my knowledge? And are Jackie and British even close enough for her to be doing stuff like that? Shortly after this moment, more clownery ensues, and in walks Malaysia and Zell. Once again, 3 Love and Hip Hop cameos in one episode. Crazy. We cut to Brandi in her confessional, and she said she actually knew Zell first. He started out as her stylist, and then they had like a sister-brother relationship. They fell out, and he said some foul stuff about her family, and she cut ties. What's confusing is that Zell said earlier that Brandi hit him up. So hopefully she explains that. Wait, why is his ugly ass in the hot seat? He doesn't need to be interviewed. He doesn't even like women. And I remember on that, what was it, that family reunion show where he said he's bisexual? Okay, girl, okay. I also totally forgot that him and Jennifer had beef because when Evelyn and Jennifer was going through their thing, Zell was team Evelyn and was like saying Jennifer's breath stings and she got a nasty attitude. He says that Jennifer blocked him in front of everybody. Jennifer looks so bothered by Zell's presence, and I'm with her on that. Just looking at him, I don't want to be in the same space as him. Zell is bottom of the barrel, low-hanging fruit, a tacky crocodile-faced sissy looking for camera time. While he gets up to go to the bar, Jennifer makes it known that she's a little annoyed with Malaysia because she knew her and Zell don't get along and she don't fuck with him. So while Malaysia's talking to Jackie, you have British going up to them saying, oh, just letting you know, Jennifer thinks you brought Zell to be messy. As soon as Malaysia hears that, she makes a beeline towards Jennifer saying, just to let you know, I didn't bring Zell to be messy. Brandi interjects saying bringing Zell was messy and calculated. Malaysia tells her to stop talking and then it goes left immediately. Like, Brandi tells her to shut up. They both standing up. You got hands and faces. The ladies had to get between them and now they're yelling at each other. As they're yelling at each other, they're then separated. What is Malaysia wearing? Like, she's wearing a t-shirt and these orange shorts that need to be burned immediately. So to my surprise, they're now back face to face arguing with each other. They're doing this and that. How did they not fight in that instance? Like, in that moment, I was thinking, are they just making this up? Because if any other chick was in Malaysia's face and her face was right here, I think Brandi's hand made contact to her face. Like, Malaysia would have started swinging. Because we saw how quick Malaysia is to fight. I remember that rooftop fight I think she was having with one of the Gavon sisters, Lauren. Yeah. Like, if anybody else did that, they would be scrapping. So now they're separated again, and then we see Malaysia talking to Duffy, explaining why her and Brandi aren't cool anymore. We finally get a reason. Finally. So they're actually breaking the fourth wall. Malaysia says she's not the reason that Brandi wasn't on the show anymore. So according to Malaysia, Brandi was mad at her when Brandi and Shawnee were going at it. She thought that Malaysia didn't have her back. We get a little flashback, and it does look like Malaysia fell in line with Shawnee and didn't have her friend back. So I can see that. Malaysia also says that Brandi didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. Really? So you was gonna take Shawnee just telling you any old thing? Well, Malaysia did need that check. She did. I mean, she let us know 3 episodes now that she needs that check to feed her kids. But what I don't get is Brandi and Shawnee are cool now. So if Brandi and Shawnee can be cool, why can't Brandi and Malaysia be? But anyway, it looks like we finally got a reason, 3 episodes in, why they're beefing. But They can't extend this fight the whole season for the love of God. Like, can they just sit down with Shawnee mediating and like squash this, please? Like, we need some other drama because I'm tired. Either start swinging and fighting or move past it. So as Malaysia leaving the mixer, I'm guessing she's taunting Brandi on her way out, saying, catch me outside, I think. And Brandi is already, like, she immediately gets up and you have somebody trying to hold her back. Look, I just noticed that Brandi does not like when people hold her back because I think this is the second person she bucked on for trying to hold her back. Look, I'm all for letting people duke it out. You're not about to like hit me by mistake, then we all gonna be fighting. But we see Brandi rushing after Malaysia, making her way to the exit, and that is where the episode ends. The beginning of the episode, well, the majority of the episode was pointless, but then it kind of picked up around the mixer, and I was slightly entertained. This episode, still meh though. Still meh. I'm waiting. That was a Tokyo Tony reference, by the way. Next week, it does look pretty good, though. We have some other drama involving different people, finally. And who knows, maybe we'll see more Love and Hip Hop cameos because Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, like, they just making their appearance on this show. It's a crossover event. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the episode. With that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.